Hey, Jeff Vita here with the Kung Fu Driving Podcast. Excited to welcome back Robert Parham, actor, producer, director, five-time world kickboxing champion, four-time sport karate champion, uh, above all, martial artist. And deep down, even though he's out in California right now, a Jersey boy at heart. Robert, thank you so much for coming back to the Kung Fu Driving Podcast.
Thanks for having me. Glad to be
Good
here.
to have you back. Good to have you back. The last time that we talked, you had directed The Hanged Man, the story of Ron Van Cleef. How are things going? You've been busy since then. What's been going on? Catch us up.
Oh man, since Ron Van Cleef's The Hangman, I've been working with Willie the Bam Johnson, and we've done 3 films. One is out called 1 out of 100, and then we'll have a sequel to that called 1 out of 100 Heroes, and then we're working on Loyal Justice, which is in post-production. I've also accomplished 2 films, Cocaine Roach, which is out on Amazon Prime right now, and Bullets, Blood.
Yeah, bullets, blades, and blood. That was a tongue twister there for a second, but that's what we're here to talk about. Hard hitting action piece from you. That the short film, I believe, has already won some awards, right?
Yeah, so what we did is we actually started filming this in 2013, and what we did is we
Oh
took
wow!
we took a scene that Art Camacho choreographed, and we put it in some film festivals just to get some feelers. And yeah, it did tremendous on the film festival circuit. So through years, I kind of put the project to the side, and one day going through some hard drives, I said, "Hey, man, this thing is almost complete. Let's just finish it." There.
Well, talk to me a little bit about the origin of the story. What was the thing that kicked the whole thing off for Marcus Blades to come to the screen?
Well, I have an affinity for. I don't like to call them Blaxploitation movies. I call them Black Renaissance movies. I have a big affinity for that. Of course, I have a big affinity for Bruce Lee. So another movie that I like is the Bodyguard with Kevin Costner and Whitney Houston. So I kind of took the Bodyguard and the Game of Death and and a little bit of Death Wish and kind of threw it in a blender. And this is what came.
A lot of great taste there that tastes great together, I'm sure. So this has been in the works, kicking around in your head for since 2013.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Hmm.
what was the drive to put it all together and gather the cast and get it all in film?
It was so close to being complete. I mean, technically, we needed 8 scenes to finish the movie. And then I looked at it, and of course, through the years, I've gotten a little older, got a little grayer, put on some weight. So I changed the story a little bit, just a little bit, and just wanted to get it done. I need some need some room on my hard drive. So,
Yeah, yeah. Now, the film itself, there's gunplay, there's martial arts, there's action, there's a love story in there. What was the hardest thing about capturing all of these different flavors and putting it into one film?
to make it cohesive, you know, there's just so much. I don't want to say so much going on, but there's a kind of a roller coaster ride, and to put it all together. I mean, there are scenes that we shot that I didn't put in the movie because now
Sure.
it doesn't fit. You know, originally the ending was totally different. The story was totally different. So to make it cohesive, we had to shoot um, something that um, tied all of that footage together. So it would account for, my physical changes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, Talk to me a little bit about the cast that you pulled together for this. A lot of great people in there. How did you find people to inhabit those characters that you wrote down to bring to life for Bullets, Blades, and Blood?
We have a great cast, tremendous cast. We got China McCoy. A lot of people know him from The Matrix, as a stunt person on The Matrix. We got Daryl Vidal from the Karate Kid. I got Shoney Carter, former UFC fighter, world champion. I got Tim Lyshik, former UFC fighter, world champion. I've got Tony the Tiger Lopez, former two-time boxing champion. I've got Blake McKernan, who is a cruiserweight regional champion. I've got, oh my goodness gracious, a local talent, Elise Hollywood Evans. I've got Marcus Spencer. They call him Big Spence. I've got DeMarco Davis, who actually is standing for Denzel Washington. And then I've got
Cool.
Great local talent in the lead female character, Kenya Hunter, and not to forget the woman who plays my wife, Alicia Stewart. Just a great cast, you know, and when we had a great director too, Warren Foster Sr. So,
yeah.
Man, and get Art Camacho. I gotta blow up Camacho because Art really hooked us up.
Yeah. Speaking of which, of course, we here at the Kung Fu Driving Podcast love the action movies that show a spotlight on martial arts and action and fighting in cinema. The fights in Bullets, Blades, and Blood are in your face, up close, down and dirty. What was the thinking about crafting the fights that punctuated a lot of the action in this film?
But we wanted to go for a more of a gritty look instead of a traditional martial arts where everybody knows martial arts. We wanted just a gritty kind of street fight kind of look, which enhanced portrayed everybody's skills. You know, China's fight in the bar scene, which I think is hilarious. The gritty fight that we did on the boat, that was really gritty, you know. It just
no spoilers.
A lot of grit. That's what we were looking for, you know.
Yeah. This film is you're planning for release in August, is that correct?
Yeah, we're showing it August 9th at the IMAX Theater here in Sacramento, and then we have a showing August 13th in Chicago. When we're working on a date for LA, we're working on a date for New York.
Oh, that's cool. You gonna show Jersey any love?
I should show Jersey because I'd love to show it New Jersey. Let me work on that.
Yeah, that's cool. Let me show a couple of images here. Talk me through what we're looking at here.
Okay.
You see that on your screen?
Oh yeah. So that is Nico Quijano, one of the top students of Ron Van Cleef, a really great friend of mine. He just came out with a movie himself called Ranger, and I pulled him in at the last minute, really. And that is our fight in the big building, in the big boss's building. So yeah.
Nice one. All right, let's go to the next one here. We got who's this here? Oh, there's your cast and crew.
Cast crew. That's our second day of shooting in 2013.
Really, 2013? Wow.
Yeah, 2013. So there's China McCoy with the camera on the side. Let me see my brother over there holding the boom mic. Gee, it's been so long ago. This gentleman standing next to my brother is a comedian. I think they call him Pretty Ricky. He's a comedian out here in Oakland, and he's a pretty funny guy. So, yeah.
What are some of the memories that an image like this stirs up from, what's that, almost 13 years ago? Is that right?
Yeah. I think we were on set that day. We shot one scene. That's pretty much my second opening scene, and I think we were there for like 6 hours. 5 or 6 hours. So it was a rough day. That was a rough day because we wanted to get everything right.
All right, how about this shot here?
So that is Randy Taylor, who plays Mr. Nelson, and Alicia Stewart, who was crowned Miss Nations USA or Miss Nations California. And that is in the opening scene, well, in the second scene, where well, I don't want to give it away, but it's
Yeah.
it sets the tone for the movie. This scene sets the tone for the movie.
Yeah, and the tone, make no mistake, it's a dark tone for the film. They balanced by a lot of comedic touches, and a lot of light elements. But when they break the guns out, guys, they don't mess around. Just know that.
Okay, we got here. Oh, okay. So this is Tim Lyshik and China McCoy. So that day, that must have been day 4 of shooting, I believe, back in 20. I think actually we shot this in 2017, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow, yeah, that's quite a gap.
Yeah. So, we changed production crews, and when you're an independent filmmaker, you gotta secure locations. We were fortunate to have secured this warehouse for that particular scene, and that was a great day. That was another all day shoot day. I must have lost about 6 pounds that day.
Talk to me about working with somebody like Art Camacho, who's a veteran of choreographing fight scenes and a martial artist himself. What was that whole process like for you guys?
Oh man, so Art is a genius. He said the day before we shot, he said he wanted to do something different. I don't want the main character to have weapons. I need him to use what's around him. And he was at the hotel when I picked him up from the hotel. He had this towel that he kept spinning. So in his head, he was putting a fight scene together. And well, you saw what resulted in. Art is just a great guy. I love him to death.
That's cool. The story for all this, with your director too. How hard was it for him to develop that story and present the vision that you had in mind when you were creating it?
We work very well together. Warren Foster Sr. is a Emmy nominated director. So he's used to doing documentaries and drama stories, etc., and so forth. So when I presented this to him, it has the element of drama, and I don't think he's done action before. So we kind of combined both of our talents to bring this to reality. Now, he did capture the vision that I wanted, especially, I tell you, one of the scenes is, if you remember the scene where my mentor gets the call and I'm on the boat.
Yeah.
That scene that he captured, he had the guys behind the camera. Oh man, he really captured that for me. And when we did that scene, I was like, this is the guy. This is the guy right here.
You know what? Let's take a look at the trailer if you're good with that.
Sure.
All right, stand by.
Marcus, what are you willing to sacrifice?
Stay still. You might hit me.
Everybody's down by the warehouse on 2nd Street. It's a big car explosion. I have jump for you.
Life is dangerous, so dangerous.
Some kind of celebrity is she?
How could it feel so right?
Can't let you leave yet.
Why?
Whoever wanted you kidnapped still wants you kidnapped. And whoever wants me dead still wants me dead.
You really don't know why you are here.
You just like, you shot me on my foot. You gentlemen have a nice day.
Nice. What are some of your thoughts when you look at that again?
It's I want to see the movie. I can't forget to mention one of the actors in the film is Babu Antony. He was one of India's biggest action stars. Babu Antony, look him up.
Nice. Speaking of that, what were some of the challenges for you as an indie filmmaker to getting this done? Because you don't have the Hollywood budget behind you. So, what were some of the things that you had to maybe compromise on or try to imaginatively address as an indie filmmaker?
Always locations, always locations. So we wanted locations that looked professional and elegant. We were fortunate enough to get some really, really good locations. Being that it took so long to complete the film, there was the matter of continuity. You know, did my black suit still fit me? Did that white shirt still fit me? Of course, money is always a challenge. I charged up so much of my credit cards. I'm looking forward to breaking even. Lots of challenges, but I think the question is not what are the challenges, but what did we do to overcome the challenges? And everybody pulled together. Everybody brought some resources. It was like a nucleus with everybody's talent, everybody's resources, and we were all able to dip in and pull together and make this thing work.
That's great. What is the plan going forward from here? Do you have a whole marketing campaign in place and all that stuff to get it out there and get it in front of eyes?
Yeah. We've got a marketing campaign which we're slowly doing. We're going to ramp up the campaign closer we get to the showing at the IMAX in Sacramento. I do have a few distributors asking for the movie, but I'm going to kind of wait and play the field and see what deal I can get for this.
Yeah. So for anybody who doesn't know that part of it, the distribution part of it, how difficult is it to navigate those waters as an indie filmmaker? Because it's a crowded field for filmmakers just in general. So what is it about bullets, blades, and blood that is going to make it stand out from the rest of the offerings out there?
Well, once again, I'm a big fan of the Black Renaissance films of the 70s, and I think this has that feel to it. Not to mention the names in the cast and the story. So what we don't have is a hood movie, but we do have a compelling story and we've got some compelling character arcs of just about all of the major characters in the film. So navigating distribution, like I said, it's not out yet. I think only 6 people have seen the movie, including you, and I'm on offers from distributors, and they haven't even seen the movie. They've just seen the trailer.
Cool.
Yeah, navigating distribution is once you are seasoned in this, you know what to look for as far as distribution is concerned.
Now, in looking at the movie again, when you're watching it, obviously you're going to be the most critical of it. Do you watch it now and think, oh man, I really should have changed that, or are you overall happy with the way that you were able to capture everything that you wanted to capture on film?
You know, overall, I'm pretty satisfied. This is probably the first or second film that I've ever done where I'm very satisfied with the end result. Naturally, in hindsight, you're going to say, oh, I wish I could have did that. You know, I should have did this. You know, like me, I could have lost some weight. You know, I could have embellished a few more fight scenes. I could have did this. I could have shot some more people, etc. I could have had more fights in the story building leading up to the meeting the bad guy and this, that, and the other. But I'm very happy with our finished product.
Good. You should be. You should be. What kind of feedback have you gotten from the few people that have seen it?
I've got 2 critic reviews. One of them said it's a fun ride, and I think that's the um, Eastern film fans
Yeah.
did an incredible 4-star review on it.
Cool.
The other, World Film Geek also did a on the scale of A to F, we a B, and they did an incredible movie review on it. So it seems like people like it.
Are you kind of itching for it to get out there now? I mean, August is not that far away, but it's far enough away that you're like, why can't we just release it now? What's keeping it under wraps right now for you?
Those thoughts have entered my mind, but well, when we did a movie of some years ago called Jackson Bolt, and we premiered it at the IMAX in Sacramento, and we sold out the show twice. So the IMAX sold 547 seats.
Cool.
So we're looking to repeat that success. So things like that take time and they take planning. Am I itching for it to get out now? Yes, but that wouldn't be special without a movie premiere.
Right.
Then when we do it in Chicago, we've already got Shoni Carter coming, we got Cinda Williams coming, and we got Fred Williamson coming.
Nice.
So
that's nice.
Got to go after. It's got to be released after all of that.
It's good to get that build up for sure. Now, the world that you built with Bullets, Blades, and Blood, there's still a lot to explore. Have you thought about expanding on it and revisiting it and going back and playing with some of those characters in future films?
I don't think so. I think that's going to be a standalone piece. I don't see how we can do a sequel, maybe a prequel.
Cool.
I'm already on to the next project. We're shooting a movie called Methsquito.
Meth, as in methamphetamine?
Yes.
Nice.
So we're working on that right now. And then after that, we have we're actually going to do a animated series called The Funky Hot Links, and then we got this movie called another throwback to the 70s, Mama Don't Take No Mess.
Nice. Where can the audience go then to follow along with some of these developments?
We have Facebook pages for all of our movies. So if you go to Facebook, we haven't done the Mama Don't Take No Mess page yet, but we do have a Mosquito page. We got a page for Bullets, Blades, and Blood. We got a page for Cocaine Roach. We got a page for Jackson Bolt. We got a page for Snow Black. We got a page for Mad as Hell. So visit all of those pages on Facebook.
That's awesome. All right, so tell me then, if you had an unlimited budget, if you had unlimited resources, links to anybody and anyone who is A-lister in Hollywood right now, what project would you bring to life on the big screen?
Wow, that is a great question. That is a great question. Give me a minute to ponder that. I think I definitely would have who is the gentleman that I cannot get his name that directed A Better Tomorrow? Help me out.
John Woo?
Yeah, Johnny Woo. Yeah. So John Woo as a director, and
Nice.
I would star with it would be myself, of course, Denzel, Wesley Snipes, Pam Grier, Fred, and Gloria Hendry. And we would probably do something where we are saving the neighborhood from sub-government gentrification.
Oh, a lot of, as you put it, Black Renaissance blood in there.
Yeah.
That would be great. All right. Bullets, Blades, and Blood then will be out in August of 25. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. And so it'll be in theaters for the premieres. When can the audience look generally for some release so that they can catch it?
We'll probably have a general release, I think late October, November. So before the end of the year, everybody will get a chance to view it. If you're in the local area, if you're in the Bay Area, come out and support us August 9th at the IMAX. If you're in Chicago, we'll be there August 13th. I cannot recall the name of the theater, but we'll get that information out very soon.
How else can the audience support you and other indie filmmakers that are struggling to get their visions out there despite the lack of Hollywood funds?
If you are a business owner, if you have resources that indie filmmakers can use, locations, and other things, support indie filmmakers by allowing us to use your facility, etc., and so forth. Even if it's not free, then for a discounted price. If you are a fan, then just watch our movies on Tubi, on Amazon, and other streaming services, because that's how we get paid.
Excellent advice there. All right, one parting word then. Think about some quotes from Bullets, Blades, and Blood. Think about your favorite scene. What is a key takeaway that you think the audience is going to walk out of the theater with after watching this film?
I don't want any trouble.
That's a great line. That's a great line. Robert Parham, thank you so much for stopping by. Best of luck to Bullets, Blades, and Blood. Again, out in August at select theaters. General distribution after that in October sometime. Congratulations on the work that you guys put down. Dark, gritty, funny. There's a touching love story in there, so go and enjoy it when it's out. Robert, best of luck, sir.
Thank you so much. See you soon.
Poison Clan rocks the world.